Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Sonic Yoda from SEGADriven here, and welcome back to the SEGADriven YouTube channel. Right, we're taking a little trip down to Bootleg Lane, which we haven't visited for a little while, because I've recently had my old Game Gear recapped, and it means I can show you something bizarre I have in my collection. So here we go, here's a little bootleg multicart for the Game Gear. This is Super 68 in 1, apparently featuring Sonic and Mickey. Game instead of oh well, we can compare actually. Here's an official cartridge, so it normally says Sega and it's more centered than normal. And on the back, so we've got caution. These are the instructions for using a cartridge correctly in the system, which are normally printed in a manual, whereas normally on the Game Gear cartridge it's just sort of the patents and where it's made and the serial numbers and all that malarkey. So yeah, Super 68 in 1. So if you don't know anything about the Game Gear, you'll be interested to know that it's basically an enhanced sort of master system architecturally. It's very similar in its style, 8-bit system, more colours on screen than a master system, and the resolution is a little bit lower. It's more of a square resolution. So yeah, what with it being so similar architecturally to a master system, it does mean that it's also backwards compatible with a master system. So for example, you can get yourself one of these. A Gear Master is what I've got, and this plugs into the back of the Game Gear like so. And then yeah, you stick a master system game in the thing and away you go. So yeah, you can play master system games on a Game Gear. Another system it supports, which you won't be aware of, and I wasn't aware of until this multicart that I'm about to show you, is the SG-1000. That multicart does in fact have some SG-1000 games on it, and they play back on this. And I think that's mainly because it's so similar architecturally to the Master System, which is also backwards compatible with an SG-1000. So yeah, let's get this thing hooked up to an AC, and we'll have a little look at that multicart. Right, so here we go then. Let's have a look at some of the games on this multicart. So there is a fair amount of Game Gear and Master System games on here that you'll recognise. Woody Pop, for example, that's Spark vs. Space Mutants, that's the Game Gear version of Alien 3. Yeah, so pretty much what you'd expect, but we also got some SG-1000 stuff, and that's the more interesting stuff on this multicart. So for example, Hustle Chumi, which is kind of like a Sega-y take on Donkey Kong, I guess. Oh, not very good at this. Then we've got stuff like Championship Boxing. I think it's is it Championship Boxing? No, it's Champion Boxing. Another SG-1000 game. Pretty standard 8-bit boxing game in that it's not great. Let's put it that way. Yes. We've got the SG-1000 version of Monaco GP. Right, I'm not going to be very good at this. This game moves at such an enormous speed that it's so difficult to see what's coming up a lot of the time. But bear with me. Basically, you don't really brake as such, you have a jump. So you can jump over obstacles. Oh, nice. Ah! There we go, wiped out already. Find it when, yeah, there we go, the road changes and the little alerts. Yes, Monaco GP. Right, so this is quite interesting. This is an SG-1000 clone of Super Mario Brothers. Yes. It ain't great, but it also kind of works, which is surprising. It's a bit floaty, let's put it that way, physics-wise. Yeah, you don't get the shells when you defeat the Koopas. And as you can see, the scrolling is atrocious. Oh, I'm big now, there we go. You break the blocks now. Yes, it even has that functionality. Good, good. Let's actually get to the end of a stage. Or at least attempt to. Ah. I'm not going to be able to get that. Oh, God, those fall away quite quick. Have we made it? Yep. Oh, that was weird. Are you going underground? Oh, God. Well, there you go. Bizarre little thing that it is. Bomb jack. I think this is the SG-1000 version. Oh, helps if you can actually see the enemies. The full beauty of the horrible Game Gear screen on display here. You can just about see what I'm doing. Yep. It's an SG-1000 version of Dr. Mario called Dr. Hello. Wow. Oh. Interesting, you have a button to sleep. Yeah, it works well enough. Bizarre set of pirate clones that are on here. Yeah, that works perfectly well. Droll. Right. Guess I'm this lad. Couldn't tell you what's going on here, to be honest. Oh, we're off again. I'd assume my goal is to get further down. Well, can't say I'm very good at that one, guys. Trust me, I'm trying as best as I can. Super Bubble Bobble. Yep, that's an SG-1000 clone of Bubble Bobble. Oh. Wow, it's very difficult. God damn. Yes, this is the SG-1000 version of Hang On, which bizarrely is called Hang On 2, despite the fact that it is literally just an adaptation of Hang On 1. Let's move up the gears, I guess. There we go. There we go, now we've got our old clip on. It's pretty similar to the Master System version, but the scrolling is just not as nice. It's a smoother thing on the Master System, and the sprites are a tad more detailed, but certainly playable enough. And there we go, a bizarre little collection of games for the Game Gear, which feature quite a lot of SG-1000 titles and some weird pirate versions of Nintendo games for the SG-1000. What a bizarre little thing that is. Obviously, there's a lot of games on here, and giving them all a fair look will take quite a while. So if you do want to see more from this cartridge in the future, then please let me know. But yeah, that's just a short selection of what is on here. But yeah, I just thought it was a very curious little thing. Very strange to see SG-1000 games running natively on a Game Gear of all things. But yeah, there you go. Let me know if you do want to see more of this in the future. Maybe it's something we'll revisit.